Yes. To avoid fornication? Yeah. Let every man have his own wife and let every woman have her own husband? Yes. hmm And this due benevolence, likewise, wife under husband? Yeah. This could be used to abuse women that don't want to have sex with you. Yeah. Now, I would like to have the consent of a volunteer. Yes. hmm Informed consent. Yes. And to be able to do this the way that I want to do, I'm going to need a dissolution of marriage. Now, I would consider it retaliation that you refuse to acknowledge my rights as an American citizen. And this woman, Marilyn Van Pryn, yes, I like to talk to her. Yeah. Now, let's say, yeah, that you really did realize that I didn't get any notice of court hearings. And then you did accept that you didn't have the authority to dissolve the United Nations marriage. Yes. And you never had the authority to give custody of my sons to my wife. I'd like to divorce her. And then I'd like to get the consent of some women, yes, that don't want to marry me as a husband, but they want to have sexual, consensual relationships where they volunteer because they want to. Now, a lot of police and sheriff's departments have been making women do. Excuse me, officer. Does your wife want to have sex with you anymore and you won't release her? Do you use your Christianity right now? You know what? I really, really dislike it that people, yes, in positions of authority in this nation, abuse their authority and then they say, well, we're married, you have to do. You're abusive. You know, Paul wrote this with the intention that husbands and wives would love each other. Yes. And this avoiding of fornication so as to go out with somebody else and have sex with them? Yes. Even those that are married, that they have something on the side, a mistress, normal Ray? Yeah. They become abusive when they decide that they no longer want to be the mistress. Now, I did not fault that woman, Norma Ray, in that movie for wanting to have a sexual relationship, but it was consensual, yes. And the individual that found out that she no longer wanted to participate in the relationship was abusive towards her. That made me very angry because I only want to be where I'm wanted. Pooch. I only want to have relationships with people that want to have a relationship with me. Yes. And I never want to use my authority in whatever capacity that it is. Yes. To obligate somebody to do something. You're very abusive. Now you've been beating your wife. Yes. You've been using technology to control her sex. And you've been making her have